Hello, everybody, and welcome to TechZulu Live from South by Southwest Interactive. I'm your host, Amanda Coulong, and I am joined now by Adam Falkauff of REON. How are you?
I'm great. You know, it's been a great time here at South by Southwest. Our first time, our maiden voyage.
Well, your maiden voyage has been pretty amazing, just seeing you guys coming through. And why were you wearing crazy costumes? What's REON do?
Well, we're in the gymnastics business now.
You would think so, based on the way they looked.
We were in a ping pong tournament, but what we do at REON is we believe that people should get the most benefit off of the hard work they've done to establish their network. Okay. So we all get business cards, names, numbers. Eventually they get in your phone, right?
Maybe.
You go and click on that button to look at your contacts. That button doesn't really work. It shows you who. But what about when? What about where? Yep. At REON, we automatically tag your contacts with exactly when and where you met them. So you can look them up on a calendar or on a map. Now, we don't just put on a map where you met someone, but we put any address information you have. A home, an office address, a Facebook address. So if I'm going to LA, yep, I can not only see who have I met there in the past, but who do I know who lives and works there? I want to make the most out of my network. And that's what we believe everybody should be doing.
So many people are trying to address this whole issue of connections, you know, meeting up with people in various cities for business and whatnot, and flat out just remembering everybody that you've met, like, at South by Southwest, for instance, and maybe your head was a little bit fuzzy that night, and maybe you were tired, or maybe you just met hundreds of people in the convention center. So.
Or in Amanda's case, she probably just had a little too much to drink last night.
Me? It
happens all.
You're not getting your jacket back.
Okay.
But I mean, come on, people do think about those examples, right?
Exactly. I mean, another problem we have is, what if I remember your name's Amanda, but I typed it in wrong into my phone?
Yeah, he keeps calling me Angela.
I'm more talking about the number or your email address. Yeah. So we have a customized QR code generator and scanner so you can instantly and accurately exchange information. We don't even require a data signal either.
Wait, what? How does that work then?
So what you'd do is you'd create a contact card. You could have one, okay, many, business, personal. My sister uses it to give fake numbers to guys. And you just show up your QR code, the other person scans it, and that information goes instantly into the other phone with that date and time reference. Or that date and location reference.
I love this. I love this. Where did the idea come from for you guys?
Well, it came from one of those hazy nights, right? My business partner met a beautiful girl, and he wanted to meet up with her on a later date, and he was looking through his phones. He had over 1,000 contacts, like a lot of us.
Which girl is it? There's so many girls in here right now.
You know, he said, I wish I could see who I met yesterday. And I said, what if you could say, who'd you meet? We were in Denver at the time, in Denver. And we said, somebody's got to be doing that out there. But we couldn't find anything, so we've started we launched about 6 weeks ago, and here we are. TechZulu Trend Lounge.
They've been running around doing crazy things in the lounge and probably using the product to saying, I'm meeting you, I'm meeting you, I'm meeting you, I'm meeting you. Did you give me a fake number?
I think I gave you a real number, but the email address was definitely wrong.
Now, silly question, but are photos associated with this too? Can I tag pictures of people, grab their Facebook photo, whatever, to tie in with the date and time and everything else too?
So right now, we're just in beta. We're getting a lot of feedback. That's definitely a place we want to go, and we'll go soon in the future. But right now, we're unable to incorporate into a QR code a picture. Yeah. But definitely a next step for us.
Because, you know, with the fuzzy thing and the mistyping thing, it does definitely help to see someone's face.
Yeah, you want to know if the girl's worth calling back, right?
She might have looked really, really good last night. You know, yes, I'm looking at you. Yes, I am looking at you.
He always thinks they look good.
So you were in Denver. Where are you guys based?
We're based in Minneapolis right now. I'm actually out in New York.
Really?
Sam's in Minneapolis, and but we're thinking about making a move out west.
Well, the nice thing is, and the reason I bring this up, you don't necessarily have to. We're talking with a lot of companies, a lot of startups that are based in smaller places, places you wouldn't think of that would necessarily have tech. So how did you two end up doing this when you live in different places, by the way?
You know, we're in the 21st century. There's a lot of tools out there.
This thing called technology and the internet?
Yeah, you know, video chat. The phone was invented a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few.
They have email.
You're so getting a fake number now.
Yeah, I probably am.
Well, I am curious to see how this continues with you guys. I mean, it's only been 6 weeks, and I'm sure South by has been a wonderful test market for you.
Yeah, our reception's been amazing here. People have been very friendly and are really loving the product and using it to meet people here so they can go back and say, oh, who'd I meet in Austin or who'd I meet last weekend, as opposed to just those people being in a sea of contacts.
Right. The convention circuit definitely helps in terms of testing. So is this your first South by?
It is, first one.
Yeah. What's your takeaway? I mean, we're near the end of Interactive right now, and you've had many nights to be hazy. So what's the experience been like for you?
It's been amazing. A lot of fun, a lot of great people. Everybody's, in our space and, giving advice and feedback. And I think my takeaway is I'm going to need a serious nap after this.
That sounds about right. But did it meet your expectations, I suppose?
Actually, it exceeded them. I was surprised. Yeah, the amount of attention we received and just, well wishes, advice, things we've learned. It's been amazing.
And are you guys looking for funding?
We'll be looking for funding in the next couple months, yes.
Okay. So everybody that's watching, that's angel investors, VCs, funding, REON.
Yeah, we're self-funded to date, but that's definitely the next step.
Great. And is it REON.com? Where do people go?
So it's REONmobile.com, but in the App Store, the Play Store, we're on Google, we're on Android and iOS. Okay. REON will be the first search result if you just type that in. We're also the first Google search result under REON, but it's REONmobile.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and you survived Interactive.
Thank you very much, Amanda. And I'm going to take that jacket back.
All right. Make sure you guys check out REON. I'm Amanda here at South by Southwest.